more complicated equations, there's a certain order that we must follow to solve them. So I want you guys to just go ahead and copy all of these steps. We have, first we must simplify like terms, which we did a little bit ago. That's what I was hoping you guys would think of when I said to think into the past. Number 2, eliminate the variable on one side. Number 3, eliminate the constant term on the side with the variable. And 4, solve for the variable. So go ahead and copy these steps down. These steps are really important and will be forever in math. All the math that you guys will ever take, I promise. I just put a little note on here. You guys can feel free to put this note on yours as well. So step 2 and 3, the second step tells us to eliminate the variable on one side. Third step says to eliminate the constant term on the side with the variable. So what those steps mean together is basically we want all of our constants on one side, which is just like our regular numbers. And then on the other side, we want our variables. So if we were doing a problem with x's in it, we would want all of our x's on one side and all of our numbers on the other side. So if we want to use these steps to solve this problem I had you guys take a whack at to start, we have 3m minus 7m equals 8m minus 6. So you guys probably want to go back to where you were trying this in your notes, especially those of you who didn't get 1/2, because that should be our answer in the end. So my first step is to simplify like terms, guys. So what are the like terms on the left side, Monica? Yeah, both of the terms are like terms, right? So we can combine these. We have 3 of them and -7 of them. So we have -4m total on that side. And do I have any like terms on the right side? No. Yeah. So I just rewrite that. 8m minus 6. All right. So my second step tells me to eliminate the variable on one side. So you guys can do this either way. This one probably easier to eliminate the variable from this side, right? Because I already have my number over here. So if I want to eliminate the variable, which is our m terms from this side, what should I do to both sides? Nathan? Yep, subtract 8m from both sides. So as usual, you have to do the same thing to both sides. So we're trying to get rid of the 8 over here, so I'm going to subtract 8m from both sides. So we have -12m equals -6. Now I want to get this m all by itself. I want to figure out what m equals. So what do I have to do to both sides? Easy? Divide by, we actually want to divide by what's in front of the m, right? Because we want to get the m by itself. So I want to divide both sides by -12. Because here the m is multiplied by -12, so now I want to divide by -12. What's up, Drew? Yep, and then after that you would have wanted to add 6 to both sides to get the 6 over. You'd get the same answer. Yep, so sometimes doing it one way or the other is going to be easier, but you don't have to do it one way or the other. You should get the same answer. So our -12s will cancel out, which is what we want. We're going to get m equals, what's -6 divided by -12? +1/2, right? So if you guys got 1/2, nice work. And if you didn't, hopefully you figured out what maybe went wrong when you were solving it. All right. Go ahead and write this problem down. Not recording right now. All right, now we've combined these like terms. And Riley, what's my next step? So yeah, Riley says we should add 6p to both sides, and I agree. So he wants to eliminate the variable from the left side. So if we want to do that, we're going to add 6p to both sides. Plus 6p plus 6p. Now these p's are going to go away. The 5 is going to stay on this side. So we have 5 equals 19p plus 6p is going to give me 25p. And this -10 is just going to come back down. Now, Sophia, what's my next step? Subtract -10. Well, yeah, technically subtracting -10 is right because that ends up being adding. But all right, so we want to add 10 because we want to get rid of just the constants on this side. We want our variables on one side, our constants on the other. So we're going to get 15 equals 25p. Now finally, Aaron, what should my last step be to solve for P? Yeah. Divide by 25. Divide by 25. And my final answer will be P equals 15 over 25. What does that simplify to? 3/5. Yeah. 3/5 is my final answer. All right, now I want you guys to write this example down and try and solve it yourselves. And compare. And I agree. Did anybody get something different than 2? I hope your partner helped you. Did your partner or whoever you talked to help you? No? Well, we should have gotten 2, right? Because so we would combine like terms to start. We'd get 9x minus 5, right? 2 plus 2 gives me 5 plus 4x. So if I wanted to get rid of my x's from this side, I would subtract 4x from both sides. These ones go away. 9x minus 4x gives me 5x minus 5 equals 5. I want to add 5 to both sides because I want to get my numbers and my variables on the opposite sides. I get 5x equals 10. Divide both sides by 5. And x equals 2. Now, guys, there's a certain thing that I don't want you guys to do that can be kind of confusing. So if I had 2x and I took away an x, what do I get? I heard someone say 2. Do I get 2 or do I get x? X. 2x, take away 1x, leaves me with 1x. So if I do 2x minus x, that x on the 2 doesn't magically disappear because this 2x is multiplication. This is 2 times x. So just be careful with that. When I do 2x minus x, I'm taking away 1x from 2x, so there's 1x left over. We can't just magically take away an x by subtracting. All right. 3p plus 7 minus negative 3 equals p plus negative 2. All right, guys, you can keep writing. If you're finished writing, does anybody have an idea of what I need to do in this problem before I should probably start doing other things? Before I should start doing my order of steps? Leah? Yeah, plus 3. So I would like, when I'm doing these, at least I kind of would want to just simplify this out before, so I don't have these weird parentheses, I don't have double negatives happening. So I would just rewrite it, 3p plus 7, so minus negative 3 can change to plus 3, right? Equals p plus negative 2 can be rewritten as minus 2. So I guess if you don't want to actually write this step down, that's fine, but it kind of makes it nicer to see everything without all those extra parentheses. So now, Ben, what should I do now? What's the first step? Add like terms. Perfect. So there's only one p on this side, so I can rewrite that 3p. And then I have a 7 and a 3. Those are just constants, so those combine together. So 3p plus 10 equals, we don't have any like terms here. We have a p and a constant, so p minus 2. Now, Isaac, what should my next step be? Add 2 to both sides. You could do it that way. I think in our actual steps it says to do the variables first. So I'm going to do it that way. It'll work out fine either way. So what should I do if I want to do the variables first? Yep. You could do it either way. I think it's nice to keep positives, right? So I'm just going to subtract p from both sides. Minus p minus p. So now I have these p's go away, and I'm left with just this negative 2 on the right side. Now 3p minus 3, we just went over this. Is this going to give me 3 or 2p? 2p, perfect. 2p, and then the 10 is just going to carry down. Now, what is my next step? Nick in the back. Yeah, take away 10 from both sides because I want these variables to be by themselves. So I'm going to take away 10 from both sides. These 10s go away. I'm left with 2p on the left. Negative 2 minus 10 gives me negative 12. And finally, Corey, what should my last step be to get p by itself?
You divide by 2.
Divide both sides by 2, yep, because I have 2 times p, so I want to divide by 2 to get p by itself. So p equals negative 12 divided by 2, which gives me what? Negative 6. Perfect. My final answer. And guys, if you ever wanted to go back and check these, like sometimes the book tells you to check them, you would plug in negative 6 for p into this original equation, and you should get that the sides equal each other. All right, go ahead and grab your whiteboard. We are going to do... It's not letting me drag from the bottom. Start with that guy. You can't see it?